The Athena Pack Assassin Armor set is out now, coming with a new mount and weapon as well. We got the same old weekly quest, so what the heck is going on? We will talk about that and of course run down everything else that happened with the weekly reset. So if you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Seems like Ubisoft is back to the 2-week release schedule for these item packs, because we had the Dionysos pack with the cool bull mount 2 weeks ago, and can now already get the Athena pack at the Eagles of the Olympian store, or of course the Helix store. And as always, I like to review these armor sets and tell you if they are any good. So let's do that right now. Where the previously added Dionysos pack was all about the crit damage, this one is focused on adding crit chance for the assassin build. Something that I feel is actually more valuable than the crit damage, because a crit with an assassin ability has already a high chance of killing almost all the enemies instantly. So you want to make sure that that happens as often as possible. And the perks we find on the Athena's Blessing set help with that. We got a 14% crit chance while full health on the head, the adrenaline per crit on the arms, also nice since the chance that you do a crit is pretty high, so getting adrenaline back so you can do the abilities is really nice. The waist has some regular crit chance, although the full health for an assassin is obviously better with double the value. Another adrenaline perk on the chest for an assassination kill, and then the movement speed while crouching perk on the legs. And the perks on these two final items make this set actually worse. Like, you don't want that extra movement speed or another perk to give more adrenaline, since the adrenaline will not be an issue, because the standard amount of adrenaline you get back after doing an assassination kill is already really high. And we got the adrenaline per crit there as well, so kind of two items wasted in my opinion. But yeah, the set bonus is really nice indeed. The 20% crit chance with assassin abilities. If I'm full health and do an assassin ability, then the chance is extremely high that that will be a crit, aka instantly killing the enemy. But because you have two not so great items, I think it's better to go for the pirate set and then engrave this set bonus on the bracers. Then it will be the 10% crit chance with assassin abilities instead of the 20, but that is still pretty nice. I will be engraving this on the recently shown assassin warrior build, by the way. We'll link to that at the end of this video for if you haven't watched it yet, because that's really one of my new favorite builds in this game. The pack also comes with the Talon Daggers. The all damage is of course great on this one, but the most interesting part is the 10% crit chance but minus 50% crit damage. And I really think that because this build is so focused on crit chance with no crit damage whatsoever, the combination is actually really weird. Because you want that extra crit damage, so those yellow numbers are higher. That would be a great combination with this gear set. But I can totally see that you might want to use this perk in any other build. Like, this perk might be great with the Dionysos set that focuses on crit damage but does not have a lot of crit chance. Because at some point you will have a ton of crit damage to instantly kill even the toughest enemies, but yeah, no real high chance to have them occur. So that's why you want the extra crit chance instead. Still, the trade though is not really good. Like, 7% crit chance is the regular perk you can find on gear at level 70, and that does not handicap you with minus 50% crit damage. So I'm overall not a big fan of these daggers. I think it's better to then just have the crit chance and not decrease your crit damage. Unless you are of course swimming in crit damage and really need that crit chance in your build. Now, in terms of this item pack, the armor is the real standout in terms of looks. Like, I love the hood with the golden awl, that likely stands for wisdom, as Athena was seen as the goddess of wisdom, so that makes sense. The pauldron is really cool, the overall sexy look for Cassandra. I like this one more than on Alexios, that's for sure, but it's still pretty cool for him as well. The red color inside the hood is really nice, kind of what we discussed when looking at the pictures from Kuon Nirot, who of course shared them thanks to files found on PC. Not really a big fan of the mount though. Like, it does look pretty unique, but the hair kind of moves awkwardly while riding. I don't know, not a real big fan. So yes, that would make the outfit nice for the look. that I'll be rocking on, again, that nice Assassin Warrior build that you see in action here as well. So yes, I would say a cool looking armor, but nothing really else in this Athena pack. They also added Athena as a lieutenant. I will not be buying her because her stats are pretty useless, unless Ubisoft adds a way to improve the stats of lieutenants. Something I think they will do at one point, but no official info yet. We got the javelin damage, firepower per javelin hit, and a +1 firepower when starting the conflict. In general, some nice stats, but you want those on level 7, of course. So yes, the most important thing is that this means that the chance to get the freaking Hades Lieutenant has been decreased again, since there are now 5 other lieutenants I can get in their place. And I also still can get the Drinker of Light sword that I haven't bought yet when it was at the Equals store, since I was in Japan then. Oh yes, and we got those crappy blue items as well. So only 5 lieutenants, 1 legendary sword and some blue items are what stands between me and the freaking Hades Lieutenant. And I will continue my search for the Hades Lieutenant, of course, at the end of the video. So let's see if we can finally get him. So yes, the Athena pack Argus was, of course, officially added, as I already talked about in a recent video that I will link to at the end of this one, for if you haven't watched that yet. The reward is really nice for that one. So yes, a big day, and as always, there's also the live event that cycles every week. One week we got a new ship to fight, and the other week it's a mercenary that we have to kill. This week it's mercenary week, so we have 1 week to hunt down Shapur the Unforgiving, an immortal armor wearing enemy with some pretty nice warrior daggers actually. We got all damage, adrenaline per crit, so not bad. Get this quest and of course the weekly quest from the bounty board if you haven't already, and mark the target. You can of course also find him in the mercenary window. And then you are in for an exciting battle that I sadly can't tell you about because I killed this guy in 1 hit. Still hope they make these targets way more exciting, like way more powerful than your regular mercenary. So there's actually a really cool fight where you really can test your build. Now it's really laughable. We got Shapur the Unforgiving. Well, not really. Ubisoft the Unforgiving is more true looking at the weekly quest this week. It's namely again the A Red Sea weekly quest we had last week as well, and we already had this one before that too. And having to destroy enemy ships is just the worst. Like, it takes the most time to find these ships. It's just not a lot of fun. More importantly, Ubisoft also promised better weekly quests in the December content update. And yes, around that time we got 2 pretty cool unique ones that had us kill enemies with certain weapons, fire or poison effects, and even with torches. So that is just something you normally don't really do, so that was a ton of fun to experiment with. But after these 2 fun weeklies, we went back to quests we already saw before. And I thought, okay, maybe they did not create something for the Christmas and early 2019. Okay, they are starting to come back to work, but now we're nearing the end of February. We had 2 patches and they both did not add any new weekly quests that were promised in December. Even worse is that we have the most boring and time-consuming quest return now for a 2nd week. I hope for you that, just like Rock Snake, you already got some progress upon accepting the quest. Something I had before with weekly quest, but not with this one sadly. So yes, that will be sailing close to the borders of regions taken over by Sparta to take out the very small and larger Spartan ships. If I want to get that Orichalcum, let's hope Ubisoft improves this in the future. Well, actually, while editing this video, the official Assassin's Creed account responded, saying that it's a bug that the same weekly quest appeared this week and that they are working on a fix. Like, I don't think that it means that the weekly quest from this week will be changed, but that it will just not happen again in the future, I would think. Nothing on the more exciting weekly quest though, so hopefully they still plan to add more of those. Another thing about this weekly reset that I don't really like is that we have a duplicate item for sale that was already in the weekly selection at the Equals of the Olympian store before. It could have been worse though, because it is the pretty nice Hammer of Horns mace that you should totally get if you like heavy blunt weapons. Use it in combination with the new Hammer of Hephaestus from Argus, and you should be able to deal a ton of fire damage onto the targets. But yeah, if you like me, played since launch and already got this item from the weekly selection, then this week is kind of useless. Sure, give people that started playing later a chance to get the weapons that were sold before, but I don't think you should do that after 2 months, but after 4 months or something like that. This is really too soon. The official Assassin's Creed account also responded to this, saying that Sargon has his own mind and that the weekly reset items are indeed randomized. Okay, that explains why we get the Hammer of Horns again, but it's not really a valid response, because Ubisoft created this system. Like, they should have full control and likely are able to put an item there if they want it, or make it so that Sargon will not select the same item he sold before. So yes, it's a pretty weird weekly reset, all things considered. I already said before that I want to discuss the sort of Olympian gift situation, with the fact that you can also get blue items, and there's just more to discuss regarding that, because I really think that there could be some improvements. For now, of course, subscribe for everything Assassin's Creed Odyssey if you haven't already. I will return with the weekly reset streams that I used to do before. It will start again on January 29th, where I will likely play through the new Lost Tales of Greece mission that should be added then as well. And then I will of course have a video up discussing everything that happened on that Tuesday, and that will go live on that Tuesday as well. I was not able to do it now because of an event I attended, but we'll be back next week. Like this video of course to support the channel, and now let's check in on Sargon and see if I have some luck today and get the freaking Hades Lieutenant. Okay, Sargon, so it seems like you have a mind of your own. Should I smash it with this duplicate mace that you're selling right now? No, then you're not gonna give me the freaking Hades Lieutenant. Okay, okay. Let's see what you got. I'll just grab the freaking Olympian gift. Let's see. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. An epic. Okay, okay. Athenian Tassets. Hunter damage. No, this is not good. Not good at all. What else do we got? Assassin damage, nah, I don't like the poison damage on the assassin build. Assassin damage with spear and staffs on an assassin item. I don't know, not a fan. Okay, this one is not bad if you are for a more tanky build. Then this one should actually be good. So these two are useless, this one is actually good. And with that, we end this video. So, hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what you think of all the weekly shenanigans that happened in Odyssey. We'll of course have more videos up as we go to that weekly live stream return. That will be on Tuesday, January 29th, when the weekly... What the heck is going on with this guy? When the weekly reset of course happens. Again, you can check it out at the timer by just looking here. I think the new Lost Tales of Greece mission, like I already said, will happen then. Until then, I'm gonna drink some more tea, because I can't wait to get over this freaking cold and have a regular voice and not this crappy voice. You can of course subscribe to the channel for more Odyssey content without a crappy voice, and like the video to support the channel. Check out my recent videos on the Argas fight or the awesome Assassin Warrior build, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye!